Hi y'all, Angie here from Happy Girl Paper Crafting, and I'm sitting here in front of my new Calyx unit in my new craft room. I'm just switching to a bigger room in our house, and I'm very excited about it. And so the rest of the room looks horrible, so I was only going to show you this part. So I'm here because I'm doing collaboration with the Inspiration Collaboration Design Team. You've probably seen a couple of my other videos, and if you haven't, check them out. They're pretty cool. And so today's theme is flip the kit. So I struggled a little trying to figure out which kit I wanted to flip, but I did know that I wanted to use something that I needed to use up. So I ended up picking something out of two of my Halloween kits, and then just using them in a different way than other than Halloween. So I'll give you a little bit of give you a little layout share of the other ways I've used them as Halloween kits. And so I hope you like what I did with this. I'm really happy with it. And I got to bust out some pictures I've been wanting to scrapbook for years. So enjoy, and put there in the comments if you like this, and hopefully it will inspire you to flip some of your kits. All right, so my Inspiration Collaboration Design team has this challenge, and I'm really excited about it. The two kits that I am using a little something from are Halloween scrapbooking kits called Halloween Memories and Sweet Halloween, and they are both on last chance, so we'll talk more about that later. So first, this is my layouts that I've already done with these kits. This one is from Halloween Memories, and I got to where I was mixing and matching both kits here on this, but this is awesome. I love the books, and this was from a Witch's Night Out that I used, and look at all those books along the edges, and isn't that beautiful? This is another one too. I am missing the title on this one and my journaling, but I do have most of my other embellishments on here, but I wanted to go ahead and show it to you. And this is from this year's Christmas party, and look at my son and his fiance. Oh my gosh, I lost my mind. We lost our minds when they walked up in those outfits. It was so funny. He's a Playboy bunny, and he couldn't be any more fuzzy as a dude and manly looking. And this was a really neat sketch that my Aaron Jacobson, my upline, did, and I loved it. And so this worked so great with this. And I did this while I was at a retreat in Texas with my other upline of all of us, Cindy Jackson, and we had the best time at that Texas retreat. I highly recommend you look into going to something like that if you have any interest in going to the weekend-long retreats. It was fabulous. She knows how to do it, let me tell you. All right, and here's another one. This is yet another one, but this is from last year's Halloween party. We do a Halloween party every year. So there's me, and I am a zombie cheerleader, and Sam's a space cowboy, my son Sam, and then Jared is a Flintstone, along with his fiance. They're the Flintstones. And there's all my crazy boys and my crazy friends in their costumes. It was awesome. And then here's one that was just kind of like a throwback to looking at some of my witch costumes I've used and a couple of my pets that we've lost in their costumes. And so, yeah, very, very cool. My cat and that dog we lost, they passed away a while back. So, little memorial to them. All right, so let's get started with what I'm going to use from those kits and how I'm going to try and use those. So from the Halloween Memories kit, like I said, in less chance right now. Highly recommend you get it. It's got the great classic colors. And so from this kit, I pulled a couple of things, and I really just have mainly scraps left from this, but I just brought some purple cardstock, this green paper that's got the bubbles in it, and then the striped paper that you saw. I meant to show you a better picture of that. And that's the kind of kit page that shows the things you can make with that kit, that's a fantastic kit. You will love that if you get that. If you don't have it, you need to get your hands on that. And then this one is from the Sweet Halloween kit, and I like everything in this kit, but all I pulled from this kit was the pink paper that you see right here. And I just love this pattern on here, and there are these patterns in different colors all the way through this kit. I just think it's a really unique kit that you can do a lot of things for Halloween, but also a lot of things not in Halloween. So loved it. And then here are the photos that I decided to use. So I'm flipping this kit. There's Sam and Hunter, my middle child and my youngest son, and they are dressed up in Mardi Gras gear from a get-together I had at the house, and aren't they just the funnest thing? Sam was also dressed up for a sweetheart dance. I believe he was around junior high age at the time, and he was just so cute. Oh my gosh, they loved putting on the hats and everything. So I picked this pink color, not because it's typically a Mardi Gras color, but because it went with Sam's shirt. And that was such a strong color in here, and it looked great with these colors. You'll see. So I'm probably going to use it as like an outside border for this, as well as a little bit inside the page. And then I had this already cut down piece, and I just cut a 1/2 inch off of each edge of this piece of the black because I knew I was going to use that pink as a border. So here are the 3 main colors, and there's a better picture of that striped piece from the Halloween Memories kit. And I really like these 3. And I'm also going to throw in the pink in the middle here. And that piece right there is going to go great with Sam's shirt. And all the other colors are going to go great with all those balloons in the background and the colors of the gear and the hats that they're wearing that are Mardi Gras themed. But see, this one has all of it. I will cut off the orange piece and the blue because it doesn't go with. And that pink piece is 3 by 6. I think that's going to be kind of what we're going to cut these down to. We're going to cut all these down to 3 by 6 and then take them across the page. All right, so I have gutted out that big piece of pink paper because I just have a feeling I can use that with florals and other backgrounds and other things, if not Halloween. And then there is how my black is going to sit there in the middle. And doesn't that make kind of a neat look? I like black and pink together. And so I did cut these down to 3 by 6 inches. But this piece with the black on it, I cut off there was some blue, pool party blue, and some orange that I didn't want in there, so I cut it out, and it was thin, but it was such a strong pattern, I felt like I had to cut it in half again to 1.5 inches and put that in on either side of the outside. And then see, it looks nice with my pictures that way. I did feel like it wasn't standing out as much as it could stand out against that black background, so I brought in a piece of white that's 6.5 inches by 12, and I'm taking it all the way across the page, a little bit more towards the top than towards the bottom. And like I said, my strong stripy pattern that I cut in half because it was too strong of a pattern to be by itself 3 by 6. That's going on either end of the page because that's going to kind of anchor it and look kind of interesting and show more because my photos will cover up all the more solid colored pieces. And I liked how that looked. I thought that had a really cool look about it with those photos staggered like that. And those photos are matted in gold and in black. And white, a little bit of white too. And I wanted something on the top and bottom, but whatever it is going to be in this gold paper because it's Mardi Gras. I got to bring in a lot more gold. And so I found this punch, this diamond-shaped punch. See, I had this in my stash. So you see over to the right there, I've cut a little diamond-shaped gold diamond, and I'm going to take it across the page. And what that reminds me of, a lot of Mardi Gras papers and layouts that I looked for inspiration from had sort of this diamond-shaped pattern that I think of it as kind of a jester or joker print, like from cards and from patterns. Jesters wear these diamond-shaped sort of busy patterns, and so I thought I'm going to take some gold across there, a bunch of gold diamonds across there, and then I went ahead and thought maybe I'll put in some of the other colors from the page as well in the diamond shape. So I'm going to start by taking the gold all the way across because I definitely know I want to use a lot of that for the diamond shape. And I thought about just leaving that just like that, just the gold going across. But I really kind of wanted to bring those other pink and purple and green patterns down there. So I'm going to try kind of laying those down in another layer across underneath the gold diamonds because I think it will look kind of cool like that. So let's try that. I'll put the purple on there. I want a little more purple than the other colors, so I'll probably be able to squeeze in 2 purples and then mix in the pink and the green. And the back side of the green has a color on it that is like a black and white stripe. So there's my green, and on the back of that, this black and white stripe is there. And that, I think that looks good. So we'll try that. And it's like, I really like how those colors look, but so I'm going to finish laying those across there and kind of think on that for a minute because I always like to let it grow on me a little bit because I overthink it sometimes whenever I'm looking at it. But I'm going to have to stop and think on that a little bit more because I like it. I definitely want the colors mixed in, interspersed with the gold, but maybe not in this way. All right, so I've got my alphabet a la mode dies out, and we are going to cut out the words for Mardi Gras in the gold, because at the top is where we're going to have the title, which is Mardi Gras and some other word or words. And I definitely think the gold's going to need to be up there because I like it. It's Mardi Gras, but also because it's really going to pop off of that black background up at the top and the bottom. Because that's why I picked the black, and it's a Mardi Gras thing with the bright colors. You got to have some darker color pops off. I tried white first, kind of off camera a little bit. Didn't like it nearly as much as I liked black as the background. So I'm lining up my Mardi Gras letters here, spelling them out on my gold paper. And then I'm going to run those through here to cut out that. And I just really love this alphabet a la mode alphabet set because it just works so well for titles. I don't know, the size is really a great way. It looks good on scrapbook pages. And I'm also going to do, so let's check it out. I do know I'm going to use my mini alphabet too for the other word or words that I decided or I'm going to use with Mardi Gras on this. So I'll do that off camera too. All right, I've got that all cut out, and I chose white to use on my mini alphabet letters, and I decided to say photo booth because that's what they were doing. They were playing around with all the little props in the photo booth at my little get together that we were having. And look at this. I just took a picture of this online. I don't know what it was but I cut it out of the picture, and it turned out so cute as an embellishment. And I know I've got some Mardi Gras stickers around here somewhere, but I can't find them, so I reserve the right to use those later. So I went in and I stuck all this down, and I love how it looks. Mardi Gras Photo Booth is my title, and check it out. I'm going to pick it up and show you. And now that I've picked it up, I realize I didn't put that big, glue down the big white piece. Luckily, the other things are stuck to it. And look at the bottom there. I did end up using mostly gold, but I interspersed my other colored diamonds into the middle of that. And I think that is so pretty. It turned out better than the 2 rows. I like that a lot better. All right, so I hope you like this. So here's the final product. I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. And also, don't forget to watch the other gals in my collaboration. And I hope you enjoy it.